Hello and welcome to this playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2. This is the modern Sonic Adventure 2 Complete Edition, which is a modification of the PC version of Sonic Adventure 2 that essentially revamps everything. The menus, the background music, as you can hear, everything. Most of these songs should be from other Sonic games in the series, just the
Story select.
different ones. Hard improvements. There's other mods in there as well that are supposed to fix the timing with cutscenes.
Yeah, like for example, for the music, as you can hear, this is from Forces.
Yeah. And apparently the cutscenes are supposed to be fixed. In this game, if you haven't played it before, there is a timing issue with the English cutscenes in particular, where all of the animation was made for the Japanese dub, but because of the fact that in the Japanese language you can speak faster than in, say, English, the animations, to keep up, the system starts playing the audio files from the next sentences before the characters finish talking. So it'd either be other characters cut them off, or they talk over themselves, which is even weirder. Apparently these mods will fix that, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, because for my playthrough on it, it completely fixed it. I didn't need to alter anything, so it should be fine.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and
Didn't copy
the
that. Over.
Hedgehog is gone. He's taken out
What's
everyone
wrong? Come
aboard.
in. Over.
What in the world? Freeze!
Seems better.
It is, yeah.
Get that Hedgehog!
So there are obviously certain scenes that won't look any different. Main ones will be the pre-rendered ones, which there is, I think, one or two in here that are pre-rendered.
Yeah.
So they will be exactly the same, and then no replacement for that, unfortunately. Although that would have been nice, having someone just
complete
remake
re-render.
it,
Yeah.
and replace the video. But yeah, I think this might be the City Escape version. The
Oh, it's from
modern one
Generations.
Gen.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ah. Could it beat up my.
lots of things. A lot of the models and textures have been updated and or replaced with either other newer ones from other games or just newer ones in general. Other changes is a lot of the ads and posters are for other Sonic games or other things like that. As well as some of them have been cleaned up a bit. For example, we have the Sonic Racers one there, which is at this point of the time the latest Sonic kart racing thing. Although you could have been a bit upset about it. Don't forget to go back there. Pick up the Chowkey.
There's another one coming up anyway.
Yeah, or we can get the other one. Yeah, because on the next one we have to run through the things.
Yeah.
Down here.
Oh. Clipping.
There you got it, please. I probably can't bounce yet.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting that.
So yeah, we will be playing this, as we haven't explained yet, playing this in sets of 3. So we'll be playing 3 levels each, and then swapping who is controlling. Starting off is Slice. The main one is, it kind of works out, although some of the levels, because it's like multiple levels in a row for like different places, but it's more fair that way because then you get a more a more chance of actually playing as other people.
Yeah. Now, another modification in this one are slight voice changes for when you're playing the game. They're pretty much directly ripped from Sonic X.
A lot of them
one
are
of
from
the-
Sonic X or other Sonic games, just more more modern sounds
Yeah.
and also more modern voices. Quite a lot of them, especially the ones for Sonic X, are located in the battle mode, which we will probably show off at the end.
Yes.
But quite a few of them can be heard throughout the stages, especially when in the boss fights against the other characters.
Yeah.
I didn't recognise those arrows being there before. Those green arrows.
They were different before.
Ah.
I believe they were yellow or something originally. Now, there's a secret stage or a hidden stage in Sonic Adventure 2, which is Green Hill. I think it's Green Hill.
Yes, essentially a 3D making of Green Hill Zone.
Now, there wasn't much changed in that with the mod, but there were slight changes to it, like slight shader changes and stuff like that.
Also, the fact that the we probably won't be working to do that. We have a save file which is essentially 100% complete, everything A's, because that's what you need to do.
Yeah,
to do it.
It's painstaking, especially
It's
on
annoying.
because the harder stages are actually much harder.
The ones that are near enough impossible to get perfects on are like, because you also have to get perfect on some of the after stages.
Yes, yes.
So like the final mission.
Yeah,
ones
which are the harder ones where they added barriers to
ridiculous.
everything. Getting A's on those are so hard.
No eyes.
Yeah.
So it's like a draw distance thing.
Mm.
Now I know what's going on.
He's a lot more. He's a lot more detailed. Some weird texturing on around his bottom half of his body. And his legs. Not sure what's up with that. No eyes again.
Just stop questioning it. It's normal. It's fine.
Well, to be fair, the same sort of weird texturing around Sonic's quills, so you know.
Yeah.
Although his gloves look good. I thought the Shadow's gloves are a lot more detailed than Sonic's ones.
Yeah, because Shadow is from Forces and Sonic, I believe, is from Unleashed.
Yeah, I believe so.
So yeah.
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emerald. What that makes it Look who's calling.
It seems like not every cutscene has been fixed.
No.
But it's better.
There is a modification that you can actually enable, which might actually fix it more.
Yeah, but it's good enough.
Yeah.
Not if I can help it.
It's better than not having it.
And then it complete everything just overlapping.
Yeah, because we did try this before without the custom music mod, which also replaces the voice clips for the cutscenes. Now, the issue we found with that, which is unfortunate, is that the cutscenes seem to play faster than they're supposed to. The animations go faster, which cause more clipping than in the original game.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, because as you said, that it seemed like they were. Where was that? It's up here somewhere. No, down here somewhere. There we go. Easy.
Yeah, and one of the modifications we've done is we've enabled it's essentially a cheat code which allows you to see all three of the emerald locations. Well, not locations, but all three of the radars at once. Which we're just going to do because although Knuckles' levels are pretty good, especially on the larger ones,
Oh yeah.
it's more annoying.
Like when we get to the space ones where you have such a big space to actually find the emeralds, it makes life so much easier.
Yeah, because essentially you have to once over everything 3 times without it.
I see it. Oh no, where did it go? Was it up here? No, where did I see it? I literally saw it and now it's got... Oh, there it is. No.
Yep, so on this stage there is a hidden thing that you can dig into to get, I believe it's the Mystic Melody,
I'm just gonna wait.
which is essentially a thing that you can play
Music.
alter things that enable some secrets.
It's basically like an ocarina, but just magic.
It's a mystic.
Oh, I hate these. Come on, no! Come to me,
You
you.
always seem to have trouble with the
I
last one.
hate it. I hate. It's so annoying.
B?
Most likely. Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even know. Do you remember what I got on City Escape? Was that a B as well?
B.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can never seem to get an A easily on City Escape. It is incredibly hard, especially to begin with.
It's a secret military base that is
Super
reinforced
strong.
and super strong. It's called
So
Prison
what's the difference between reinforced and super strong?
I still can't believe
I don't know.
destroyed the
Well, why is it both or not neither? But what?
Wait for me, okay? So
Also the fact that cells can break in.
hey, look, it's
Just by flying it, he would have been shot down. If this was in the US, he would have been shot down
If
straight
this was
away.
in the real world, he would have been shot down.
Yeah, literally anywhere. Unidentified object, just shoot it.
That just seems to be quite a lot of military services solutions. Just shoot first, ask questions if there's any survivors.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you're some sort of, I don't know, an alien. Just shoot it. And don't you just hit me? How dare you? There we go. Oh, no.
That
There we
weird
go.
springy, clawy thing.
Yeah, it's some sort of X thing that he shoots out of.
To be fair,
Nowhere.
it's literally a grapple hook, but Eggman has a freaking
Boxing glove.
boxing
Yeah.
glove
It-
on a
it's-
spring-loaded thing it is for some reason.
I
It's
mean,
just hilarious.
You won't be so lucky.
wow, Tails, you did it.
To be fair, I admit I do prefer the design of Eggman's
That question.
mech.
Don't you know
yeah,
it's
so do I.
It's more mech-like
I'm here to save
instead
my
of
hero, Sonic.
plain that turned into a mech-like.
Yeah.
I know Eggman's up to no good again. Okay, you stay here and I'll be right back.
Remix on Amy's music.
Don't leave without me. I want to help Sonic too.
Right. Oh yes, this one.
Prison Lane.
Now it's amazing how some sort of 8-year-old can just break into a prison.
Yeah, he's currently 8, which is weird. Isn't Sonic only 15?
14, 15, something like that. It's bit strange.
They're all minors.
Yeah. And Eggman, you know, a fully grown adult, is trying to kill
Although
them.
they don't actually have his canonical age, so no one actually knows how old he is.
Well, he's obviously a grown adult, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's definitely that. People have estimated maybe mid-30s, 20, 30s.
The way he's gone bold, I don't know. It's actually, Eggman is bold, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty bold. Could also just be a genetic thing because his grandfather.
His grandfather
was bold
was.
as well. So
That
you
is
know.
extremely true. Oh yes, you're gonna need to pick up Knuckles' key.
Difficult to find on the next level.
Yeah.
So yeah, on so Sonic's stage, get to the end as quickly as possible for the most part. Knuckles' stage, find the 3 emerald bits as quickly as possible and
Yeah.
avoid using the hitboxes. But Tails' stage is get to the end of the stage, but also get the highest score possible. And then the way you do that is literally by locking onto as many things as you can at once.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't shown this, but if you hold the thing down long enough, it will basically cancel itself out, turning sort of
Like that.
Normally it would turn blue colour, but in this one it just fades out.
No, it does turn blue. It's just there you go.
Yeah, very, very low.
Yeah.
Oh, it also has a power down sound. That's
Yeah.
actually quite good. That's not the original. But anyway. And if you get, unlike in the other ones, if you get damaged on a Tails stage, you do lose your rings as well. You definitely shot that. The main difference is you don't have. If you lose all your rings, you don't die. You have essentially a health bar, which is at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Now, the way you regenerate it is literally just pick up rings.
Yeah. Now, on
Now-
Eggman's stage, it's exactly the same, but there's a power-up Eggman can get, which reduces the amount of damage he can take. You can't get that as Tails.
So yeah, Tails has one as well.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, Tails has that item as well.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because I've never once in my years of playing this ever come across that. I know Eggman does, but pretty sure Tails doesn't.
Very good.
So I think I'm next, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
To play the Sun Axe stages. And this is the only difference between the first and second one, apart from Tails' model. Tails can fly infinitely.
Yes, he got extremely tired very quickly on the first one.
Although to be fair, they probably didn't balance this for the sole reason you don't play as him normally,
Yeah.
you play as Mech him. Right, so
Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
How'd you
also
get
this music is a lot more creepy.
Yeah.
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails.
No, you did not, you liar.
Need my help?
Yeah!
Like you could
She
use
was
it.
there already, but apparently she caught a ride with Tails. That doesn't
That black
make much
hedgehog?
sense.
Where is it now?
If I tell ya, will you
Oh, yeah.
marry me?
No
Tails
way.
upgrades the laser blaster, which was in
Yep.
the prison lane behind a wall of boxes that we can't currently destroy.
That black hedgehog
Um,
came here with Dr.
So you need the
Egg.
it's the bazooka
That's what
That's
it's
the,
called.
Writing on the wall
upgrade that essentially allows you to break metal crates.
Yep.
Wait for
The
me,
booster is in
son.
Mission
You're
Street.
such a brat sometimes.
Mystic Melodies and Hidden Base.
Yeah, that's it. Right, you better.
I think there is another one which I didn't get to yet. But yep. Now, time to get Sonic's first
Oof.
upgrade.
Yeah. Oof. Oh.
Why did you lock onto that?
Your track record without the what's it called, the lock on icon is it worries me.
Yeah, I'm definitely more used to the.
Now I'm not sure if you've seen this, but
These are different.
yes, there are rings literally right there, but that you can do, but that's from a different area to get there quicker.
Oh.
So that was added in the complete edition one. Oof. No.
I pressed B, damn it.
Oh well, at least you hit the checkpoint. Now with
That was the previous checkpoint.
was it? Oh. No, it wasn't. No. Now, with all the stages, if you die, your score goes down.
Essentially, no, it doesn't go down. It just gets reset to 0.
Yeah. Meaning it's almost impossible to get a if you've died. But we're not really aiming for A's.
Which is, to be fair, when we went and played through this first, we probably how I got the E on this stage before, because I died once.
Yes.
Now, the issues that we had before,
What?
I died again.
That's
I somehow hit a kill plane. You just ignore the countdown. So, The issue that we had before, now this, I don't know if this is because we only had certain mods installed or what, but we had the game without the music mod installed, but the game became unstable.
And it seemed to only happen on the Sonic stages.
Yeah, on Sonic stages, for no reason, it would freeze up and just refuse to respond.
So we've decided to go for the completed edition, which I recommend personally. See, one thing we both don't like is most of the remixed music.
Some of the newer music is not as good as the originals, or even some of the remixes that are the classic style remixes.
Yeah, like the City Escape one, I didn't like the one in
Song.
Generations.
Hey, that's that blue hedgehog again of all places.
He's got a sock back.
Baker, I think you're the fake hedgehog.
Oh, sorry, he's got his
Arms.
He's got his classic
Comparing
shoes.
yourself to me,
Arms are missing.
you're not even good enough to be my
He's got floating arms.
It's useless.
Graphical glitches of modifications.
It's
Yeah,
so
who
good.
Who would have thought?
Now, a classic overlap was in that cutscene, which it didn't occur.
Oh, the cut off thing.
Yeah, where you know, they speak over at the end of each other. It didn't happen in this one because of the modification. Now, it's the cutscene fix isn't perfect, but it's functional. Easy. Don't. No, no. Now, there was one thing I noticed when I was playing through the evil or the dark side stage. It was on Rouge's Emerald collection.
Yeah.
On the cutscene, the emeralds were the same texture as Shadow.
Okay, that'll be interesting to see.
Now, I'm not sure if it will happen on this, but it definitely happened for me. And it caught me so off guard that I just couldn't really carry on playing the game properly because it was just that out of the box. It was so unexpected. Now, a major change that I'm sure most could see is that the actual stages have huge aesthetic changes. Like, for example, City Escape, the texture of the roads and the terrain were completely different. This one has a huge overhaul on the textures. So you can see on the slopes, they're completely different to what they were originally. Which,
A lot more foliage.
yeah, it's really, really great. Now, here, there's the Ancient Light, which is basically the light speed attack. Oh, light attack, not even light speed attack.
That was an interesting side effect.
Yes. Now, this remix is not hugely different, but it is a nice change. Now, at the top, you could grind right on that vine, but to be a bit quicker, but doesn't really matter. Now, because how this works, there are different routes you can take on here. So you could, for example, that was a different route, but that was a standard different route in the game. Now, there are different routes in different areas that aren't normally in the game, which allow you to move quicker through the stages.
Back here.
Yeah. Now, that's not normally in the game, but the modification adds it in. Now, there's not many different routes. There was another one literally right above you, but I still haven't figured out how to get there yet. And there should be one coming up where you, instead of going through the slopes and stuff, you can literally just do some parkour, and you would skip the entire ring, like all of this. You'd get all the way right to the bottom, and there you'd go. and as I said, there's not many of those alternate routes.
And that was a mistake.
Yeah, there's not many alternate routes, but there's enough there that make up to make going through the levels much quicker. And they're not easy to actually get to do or to get to. Now, they're similar to the Mystic Melody routes, but yeah. Hello, Big, just
cat.
running in the space, you know, flapping his arms trying to fly away.
Yeah, also was on an exploding island. So is that.
Yeah.
He also got run over by a truck earlier. I may not have noticed that, but.
And he was also trapped in a prison, and in where a train would actually go,
Yeah.
and literally everywhere.
Why?
Big's the stalker.
How?
Yeah. It was. They planted a bomb on the island, which then blew up the carrier.
Also,
Unless
never-
they planted one
Also,
on the
never really
carrier.
realised that is a pre-rendered cutscene, the explosions, and then the cells is actually the model.
Yeah.
Like,
Now,
okay.
this is a good remix. I prefer this completely to the original music.
Now, little secret, if people don't realise, if you dig right underneath where you get the power, you get a life.
Oh, careful.
Damn fences. Yep.
Now, all of Knuckles' stages have this remixed music, and they are so much better than the original, in my opinion. I prefer the Sonic's original music in most cases, and the same with Shadow and all of that.
Right, it's close by.
Now, you might have to dig on the side. Ooh! I did not know you could not die there.
Oh yeah, it's quite kind in certain locations, but it doesn't always happen. Always.
Now, you might have to dig on the wall somewhere, because it seems... it seems more on the other side. 'Cause it's more red there. But usually, actually, if you were to dig, or if it were in the wall, you would have the exclamation mark.
Yeah.
So unless it's actually higher
Unless
up...
it's on the train, you can't see it, the train. Because the train isn't currently at this location.
But then it wouldn't actually show it there, would it? Huh! Now, with Knuckles' stages, if you use a hint, it lowers your... Yeah. Now, it's definitely round here.
I'll try something one of the other ones and I can flip the switch for the train.
Yeah. Now, that goes not at the bottom. Oh, it does go to the bottom, yeah. No, so it's definitely on the side somewhere. Unless we're just being completely blind and it's actually floating somewhere.
It's likely.
Ah, a classic tactic.
Let's try find the other one first.
Yeah. Oh.
It's over.
Or that, it would just reset the location.
Yeah. Now, when you already get a power, like main, I think it's just the lives one.
Yeah, if you get a lives and you die, they don't respawn.
Yeah. Ah,
It's closer.
perfect. There is literally one on the mountain. I don't think it's there. It's literally on the side, most likely in a box. Yeah. Oh, come on. It was so close there. Literally robbed you of that excellent score then. Ah, it might actually be lower with the crossed flames. So it's a bit yeah, it's a bit lower, I think. Yeah. Oh no, not there then. Ah, you might actually have to just dig by the grave. Yep.
Grave robber in there.
I mean, I would love to know how the emeralds just embed themselves there.
I don't know. Maybe something died while eating it.
I guess.
It's closer.
Oh. Oh, it's close there as well. Ah, there we go.
Two of them were buried in the graves. Also,
Sure.
there's one up under a grave, which is ironic.
Yeah. Nice.
This is perfect.
Our first A.
Too bad there's not an S, but oh well.
Nah, that's in the later games. When did they actually implement the S
I don't
ranks?
actually know.
Did, it might have been
I think it
06.
Was it, was it this? I think it was this. At least I thought it was.
No, there's no S rank on this.